Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about how I coach writers. This is the deal, the one that you've been waiting for. Lots of people have said to me, okay, you're a coach. What does that mean? What do you do? How does it work? And this video is going to give you a peek into that process of what it's like to work with me as a coach. So, first of all, here's one of the things that I think is really important for you to know if you work with me as a coach is that I spent decades in the industry, first as an actor, then as a writer, just trying to figure out what is this thing that I'm doing? How do scripts get formatted? How do I come up with my ideas? How do I write stuff? How do I get an agent? How do I get a manager? How do I get into a writer's room? How do I survive once I'm in the writer's room? How do I pitch projects? How do I work with producers? How do I collaborate with other writers? Do I need contracts? What about unions? A million things that are the questions that many of you have and have had are the questions that I have had as well. And in that period of time, it was very difficult to find straight answers. I would go to different people. I would meet one writer here, or I'd meet one actor there, and I'd, pick their brain for whatever they needed to say or had to say about the industry. And I started to put together all of these different ideas about what to do. Then I decided that I was going to become certified as a coach. So I went and became a certified creativity coach through the Creativity Coaching Association. But all of that doesn't really sum up what I do. Here's what I do. I follow you. I meet writers. Those writers are struggling with something. They're trying hard to create a writing schedule, or they're struggling with getting an agent, or they're struggling with the agent they have, or they want to pitch a project. They don't know how to do it, or they have a script and they're not sure how sharp it is, or whether it's competitive in the workplace. Any and all sorts of things are what people like you show up and ask me to help them with. And over the course of several months, 1 month at a time, we meet once a week and we suss out and move through whatever it is that they are working on. So for some people, it's career advice. For other people, it's actually script stuff on the page. For some people, it's both. And we go step by step through a discussion with me giving feedback and ideas and reflecting and listening. It's sort of like a business plan for your creative career. And sometimes that involves directly what's on the page. How are the scenes working? How are the characters working? Is there momentum in the script? All of that stuff. To how do I make a plan for my creative career? How do I strategize for the next job? How do I survive on this job? And either one, any and all of those things are what I do one on one. And that's why one on one is so powerful as an instrument of me as a coach. Now, I love to teach classes, and sometimes I do that too. And I will do a class for a bunch of people about script formatting and stuff like that. And if you're looking for that, I do that too. And the powerful space is that one on one space where we can go into every nook and cranny of what it is you're concerned about, looking at, thinking about, struggling with. And we can problem solve and build tools and create ideas so that you can take those things away from me and become a fantastic self coach. That's the goal. In the Creativity Coaching Association, I was trained by a man named Eric Maisel, who is a pretty famous creativity coach. And his goal, as is my goal, is to make sure that you are a good self coach for the future, for the rest of your creative life. And so we do what we can in the time that we have based on your goals in a very specific and granular way to help you move ahead to be the artist you want to be. That's what coaching is all about. And it's an exciting, fabulous, cool, interesting, dynamic, always changing process. And it's one that I love to participate in. And I would love to help you get to that perfect, ideal, juicy, creative point in your career that you are reaching for. Now, I shouldn't say perfect because nothing is perfect, but I'm here to cheer you on and to provide tools, a sounding board, a business meeting, a way forward to solve your creative issues in a way that works for you and in a way that keeps you on track. And that's how I coach. That's what coaching is all about. You can find out a lot more about it at yourcreativelife.com, where there's all the information, soup to nuts, about what it is that I do. You can also sign up for my monthly newsletter, and you can check out, there's a link to the Beyond the Script podcast. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate it, and to subscribe to this channel, because I create a brand new video every single week about the writing life. And if you subscribe, you will be there first when those videos hit YouTube every Thursday. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.